Hi, I'm Jaehyeok Han from South Korea. I'm going to talk about data acquisition from web-based service without password, and I used credential attack. Before presentation, I'd like to appreciate this opportunity to show our study. Following contents I prepared. So, firstly, motivation for the digital forensic investigation. Traditionally, the data was acquired from the digital device, since all the data should have stored in internal storage of the digital device. But with growing interest of the privacy, we are commonly using the online service. So we used to upload and save our files on the cloud. It means that client-centric aspect is now stored on server side. Mostly, we use both an ID and a password to log in for service. But in this study, for the bypassing this process, we used we used credential attacks such as cloning attack or cookie reply attack. As a contribution of this study, the first we tested 14 popular services, and this result will have to acquire more user data as much as possible. Secondly, we discussed their security measures and features. For the credential attack, we wrote attack model as follows. As a first step, we collect available credentials from given data image and then tested security measures. We found some weak point in each service after several trial and error. In the end, we did bypass and acquire data as we intended. We tested all these services. They are categorized by cloud storage, messenger, and so on. As an experimental result, we acquired a lot of files uploaded by user and her history. As a example, there are documents, pictures, chat logs, etc., etc. In this slide about discussion, frankly speaking, I need to talk a lot, but I'm just going to mention the first listed thing. Multi-factor authentication. This method is granted to access to a service only after successfully presenting other factors. But in our result, even if MFA had said our attack was worked, so we could access to the target user's data. Others also support for security. However, there was no problem to get data on server side. Conclusion, we thought collecting only from digital device was one of limitation of traditional investigation. So we tried to gather more and more cloud native aspect, and we did it. But as you know, the world is changing, thus it is necessary to identify online services, security measures, and features continuously. Since I have only 5 minutes for presentation, so I presented briefly. Moreover, because this is a paper, I couldn't show enough material hours. But if you have any questions, please contact my email. Thank you for listening.